Welcome to the show. Let's see what we have going on tonight. Male identified. Let me make sure I got everything cool though. Before we get this started, let me make sure I got my audio. Hope everybody's having a good night. And looks good over here. All right. I'm going to what do I want to do here? Let's get right into it. That's what we're going to do. No music on the beginning. We're going to jam it later, though. We are going to jam it later. Here we go.
As you probably know, Snoop Dogg is an award-winning rapper, most known for his place on the West Coast hip-hop scene in the early 90s. But he's also a TV star, a former drug dealer, and a member of the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame.
So you heard her say he was a former drug dealer. Great. Let's keep it going.
And you might just wonder what kind of woman could ever keep up with a fast-paced life like Snoop's. The answer? His wife, who happens to have been his partner since he was a teenager.
Welcome to the segment of the suffering, as they call it these days. See, this is what the situation, Snoop Dogg brings up a good situation that a lot of men want to be in, where their wife is extremely tolerant, goes beyond. I mean, they want you to be, this is what they mean by being submissive, is you put up with all of these dudes crap, and maybe a couple, diseases along the way. Let's keep it going. And let me make it clear. Snoop Dogg is one of my favorite rappers, but I keep it right there. That's it. I'm not going to say like, oh yeah, he's the best. He's a good role model or anything like that, because clearly he's not.
Snoop married his high school sweetheart, Shantae Taylor Brodus, in 1997. Although the pair nearly divorced in 2004, they ended up staying together and even renewed their wedding vows in 2008.
Today I'm gonna have to say that she's always right.
During the course of their
So that's supposed to clean up all the bad stuff. Let's keep it going though. Here we go.
Relationship, they've welcomed 2 sons and a daughter into the world, and their proud mother often posts photos of them to Instagram, where she's also keen on sharing pics of herself and her husband. However, despite Snoop and Shantae's marriage surviving the test of time, they've faced at least one serious issue that could have ended things for good. In December 2019, Shantae spoke out about allegations that her husband had been unfaithful to her. Things first got messy when YouTuber Selena Powell alleged in a video that she had an affair with Snoop in 2018.
She did. And the thing that makes it so sad is that she is literally a 304.
She also elaborated on an alleged drug-fueled sexual encounter and claimed that the rapper flew her out to meet up with him. Seemingly in response to the rumors, Shantae took to Instagram to post a somewhat cryptic yet undeniably sad message.
Let's put it right there. Let's go. Let's see what Selena Powell said. I think it's important for us to listen to see, get Selena Powell's side of it. Here we go right here.
So I've been reading my comment section and I'm seeing...
That's for another cheater. That's for academics. Where's Snoop Dogg? Here we go. Yeah.
I got his number from someone who hacked Academics' Instagram, and he just gave me like a list of people's numbers, and one of them was Snoop's. And I FaceTimed him. He answered with his full face on the camera and was like, "What's your name again?" I was like, "Baby, you don't remember me? I'm Selena."
How is Snoop in bed?
I mean, he makes you do all the work, and then he'll like stop, take a break, do,
Yeah.
some white powder, and then come back, fuck you some more.
So was he coming fast?
No, hell no.
And why did y'all stop messing around?
Because I exposed him. His bodyguard was supposed to drive me back to my Airbnb, and he didn't. He drove me to the end of the road.
So it's ironic how these men always complain about Black women and everything like that. But ain't it weird? Ain't it weird to y'all that every time you look up, it's somebody who's not Black exposing these dudes or taking their money, i.e., Shannon Sharp. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
And then like kicked me out of his car. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I told Snoop off. And he was like, I'm sorry, baby. Like, let me make it up to you. Like, what's your Cash App? The Cash App failed. And then I started posting. And he's like, whoa, like, delete that. Don't do anything. Like, what's your bank information? I gave him my bank information. And I didn't know, like, wires don't clear, like, immediately. So, like, you're playing with me. And I released everything. And the next day it cleared.
Oh, okay.
So this is the funny thing. Think about it. One of the biggest names in rap history is being run around by a 304. You heard her. She ain't lying. It's too specific. I mean, what more? Let me get back to it. Let me get back to where we were. So I'm going somewhere with this. So don't worry. This pick me number one. We got many more. Here we go.
As you probably know,
We're not going to start over.
however, despite Snoop and Shantae's marriage surviving the test of time, they've faced at least one serious issue that could have ended things for good. In December 2019, Shantae spoke out about allegations that her husband had been unfaithful to her. Things first got messy when YouTuber Selena Powell alleged in a video that she had an affair with Snoop in 2018.
I just showed you that. I guess I don't know why they call it an affair because, well, maybe, they got hooked up more than just once. But yeah, so he disrespected his wife over and over again. And it's funny to me that these male identified women, ignore that aspect.
She also elaborated on an alleged drug-fueled sexual encounter and claimed that the rapper flew her out to meet up with him.
Oh, and she exposed him for that too. As you heard in Natasha K, you heard it, right?
In response to the rumors, Shantae took to Instagram to post a somewhat cryptic yet undeniably sad message, writing, "You ever watch somebody you love turn into somebody you don't know? Where did we go wrong?" Beyond that, Snoop and Shantae had previously almost divorced back in 2004.
I mean, what more? I mean, you're telling me Kenya says this. Honestly, I never knew he cheated that late in his marriage. I mean, look at him. Yeah, this, and actually right here, this is a good picture of him. He looks kind of worn down these days, but the thing is, yeah, I mean, she put up with a lot of.
Shantae opened up about this tough time in an interview with Sister to Sister magazine.
Tough time for who? He was having a ball. What kind of tough time was he having?
Explaining how Snoop's indecisiveness made the situation more difficult. She recalled, "You're trying to leave me and you're asking me what you should do?" So he didn't know. It was just a lot. And I understand. It's hard for me and I'm just his wife. He's actually the star. Shantae also explained how she felt misunderstood.
This is a perfect example of the sad theory of a high value man. What value is a high value man to you if you get cheated on and hands feeded on all the time? It doesn't make sense. So a high value man starts with somebody with character. And I'm sorry, a former, D-rug, dealer. And I'm sorry, that's just not it. She made the wrong choice.
Stood at times, saying, "People look at me and think, ooh, she's married to Snoop. They think of me as some other person, and I'm so not that person. It's only people that don't know me, of course." She added, "But I think it's jealousy. That's all I can think, because I haven't done anything to anybody."
Jealousy? For what? Getting cheated on for like what? Your whole marriage? Hey, look, I mean, let me tell you something. You don't deserve what he's dished now, but still, come on now.
Taking care of my kids and being a wife to my husband. Despite their bump in the road, however, Shantae believes the two work together well. She explained, "We're used to one another. I mean, it sucks that his
this is pure delusion. Working together well is not being cheated on every day.
his job requires him."
I mean, if the woman that he cheats on with were women of status or something where he's in awe, it's different. But I'm sorry, Shantae, he was cheating on you with hoes. Merry Christmases.
Him to be gone a lot, but I would prefer that than my husband here all the time, broke and in my face. So it works out. We're older now, and I know that he's not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere. We're here. But by far the most tragic event to have befallen Snoop and Shantae happened in September 2019, when their 10-day-old grandson, Kai Love, passed away. Shantae and Snoop Dogg's son Corday Brodus revealed the sad news of his baby boy's passing on Instagram in a now-deleted post. He wrote, "My son Kai brought so much love and positivity into this world. His energy will live on, and these 10 days of love will always be special to us." In another post, Corday opened up about the moment his son passed, writing, "He died in my arms, and that feeling of energy will never leave me." Shantae also took to Instagram to honor the baby, who was her 5th grandchild, writing a brief dedication to him on a video of her singing the Dells' "The Love."
If this is the life of a high value man, I think quite honestly, y'all might want to work out something else. Let's just put it that way. Then let's go. This is a DJ Academics girl right here, or was.
So I've been reading my comment section, and I'm seeing a lot of people calling me a cloud.
And there's no problem with it. He dates out. I think she's Latina, and basically the thing is that he's a so-called high value man, right? And he got the girl of his dreams, apparently, right? But listen,
and a leech because of everything that happened between me and academics. But the thing is, if that I was really a cloud chaser, if I was really a leech, that would have been what kept me.
Basically, what's happening is that she left him because he was cheating, and his following basically went in on her. That's how the lack of empathy these red pillars have.
Left him, he didn't leave me. My thing is that I can't be giving loyalty to somebody that doesn't give it back. That energy needs to be reciprocated. You can't tell me you're just with me. We living together, but you're out here in the streets acting crazy. At the end of the day, as a woman, I need my respect. That's what I want. And I curb so many people who with more clout and more money. Young Thug, Sway Lee, Swaggy Pete, and that's just a few. So everyone calling me this and that, that's not who I am, and that's not what I'm here for. At the end of the day, that's just where I stand. I want loyalty. Loyalty over money. Loyalty over clout. So I've been reading my...
So basically, it doesn't matter. See, the point I'm trying to make is that one of the excuses a lot of these red pillars try to make is that, black women, they treat men bad and whatever. Well, right there, you just saw a woman who, it doesn't matter how good she treated dude. He still cheated on her. Now, let's get into some food stamping. Here we go.
Trump cut food stamps. You know what that means? Vagina gonna be at its lowest. In saying this,
so basically, as you know, that's what's going down. Is this dude on the right next to a public offender? Basically, the first thing he thinks about is, number one, sex. Number two, vulgar, the way about it. And you can tell that what's on his mind is manipulation and financial manipulation. Let's put it this way. And delusion, because the problem is this men in our community have no more money than women in our community have. That we just don't. We should, we don't. So our women are more educated. Our women have more jobs than most other women. So a lot of that is lost. Secondly, what's also lost is basically these women are taking those food stamps and feeding some man's kids. Some man that made that child, that food stamp money is going to them. So it's really weird that these men are making, it just shows you the dysfunction in our community. It's really disgusting when you think about it. Here's another one.
Okay, watch this video, then we'll talk.
Man, I'm really glad that these food stamps are being taken away because, you know, that shit was, all that government assistance shit was designed to keep the black man out of the household anyway. That was the incentive. Don't have a man in the house, and these women get to have the government assistance. All that money and food stamps, feeling like they don't need a man. I'm glad that food stamps still gone.
No, see, the funny thing is what he forgot to calculate. By the way, he did make an apology to this. He thought it was funny. It wasn't. So anyway, basically, the bottom line is this. These men let the government feed their own kids. That's what happened.
Now the average guy that makes $40,000 to maybe $50,000 a year, it will be appreciated and loved on more now. Yeah, all that $100,000 stuff, yeah, that stuff ain't never made sense. You know what I'm saying? It's possible for a man to make that, but the average guy ain't making it. Maybe the average guy can get some love now, man. Thank you, Trump. The average man can get some love now. Because these women, man, have become
See, he tried to say he was kidding, but he looks dead serious in this.
Over these past few years, it don't even make no sense, man. I'm glad they taking these food stamps away. I'm 100%, like, I'm really utterly I'm in bliss right now. Like,
he just said he's in bliss because he thinks he's going to be able to financially control women, black women in particular. That's how cold-blooded these fools are. All right. Deontay says, who hurt him? Yeah. Man.
I'm glad they taking it away. Maybe the average man can get some love now.
See? That's and I did that all to build up to this situation right here. Welcome to today's, live stream and everything. Oh, I said what I said in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. That is the setup, the situation with pygmies and their propaganda that they blurt out. And the first thing that came to my mind was this historic situation here.
Ist das Gegenteil von dem, was mich mein ganzes Leben lang erfüllt hat. Das Kunst.
Why am I playing German? Why am I playing German? Because these women in the Manosphere unknowingly or knowingly mimic this woman here.
Egos who admired each other.
They mimic this woman right here. This woman was a propagandist for basically the Nazis. And I know it's crazy and weird that the black women of the Manosphere mimic this woman here, but they do. Let's break it down just so you can get a vibe. Here we go.
Leni Riefenstahl, Hitler's favorite director. For some, a film pioneer. For others, an unrepentant Nazi serving a murderous regime. She used the resources of the Nazi state, including using concentration camp prisoners as extras, to make groundbreaking films that inspired modern music videos, sports coverage, and 1,000 perfume commercials. In this edition of Arts Unveiled, you'll learn who Leni Riefenstahl was, how she changed filmmaking, and the dark past she tried to keep secret.
Never apologized. She said, "Why should I apologize?"
I feel that she's a kind of a rotten character, talented but rotten.
There, I think we got enough taste of that. And that brings me to this person right here.
You know, I grew up in a family business too. So my dad hired people all the time. Like he had over 200 employees.
Wasn't your mom the president? Was she the leader of the company?
What was you're researching my family now, huh?
Well, that's all
No,
public.
my mom, I mean, I don't know what they titled it. Like I don't
Your
think they
mom
really
was the president, I believe, but
Yeah,
based on an
I
interview
mean, they
saw.
might have titled it one thing or another. My mom did more of the.
See, she was trying to make her mom appear to be not a modern woman, but her mom was running things, right? But she still tried so hard to propagize in here.
Marketing sales side. My dad did the engineering and the software.
Okay.
I think they wanted to get some grant, so I think like they might have had her like they did that to get some grant from the government or something.
So what she's saying is that her mom appeared to own the company so they could get a grant.
Remember, but
so in this, yeah, is that a crime?
Yeah, he knows it's a crime. It is a crime. So basically, what they did is they faked it. Don't get me wrong; it's quite common. But basically, what she's saying is that her mom couldn't have been the lead because the man's always the lead of the company. So she got checkmated. Either way, in this situation, old Pearlie got checkmated up. Bottom line is that either her parents are scammers or she's a liar. Take your pick.
Probably shouldn't say that on air.
We can cut that out.
Parents
If
might
you
not
want.
like that.
So I guess,
Telling me that a guy that has women throwing themselves at him 24/7 had to rape somebody, that doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I don't
Yes,
think.
women coming
No,
out
I don't
all
think.
the
I don't think.
No, she was not always like this.
Pearls move into a more radical viewpoint.
money is more important to them than doing the right thing.
Like, why are we in a society where we can say what speech is allowed and what speech isn't allowed?
Fame, clout, and money. I think
Let me pause it right there. I'm going to drop the link early tonight. Let me do that just in case somebody wants to come up. Here we go.
feminism overall was a bad thing.
you don't think women should get the right to vote?
No, I don't.
Now, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy.
What do you get when you combine a wannabe Andrew Tate clone with a low IQ pick-me? Well, you get Pearl Davis. And I know you've probably heard of her by now.
Now, remember Obsidian literally was this woman's lapdog. So was Kevin Samuels. You need to put that in perspective with her mindset. The fact of the matter that the people that she rides with right now cannot stand black people, downplay black people, including black men. Okay. So it's funny that they chose, it's funny, ironic, and accurate why she was running the red pill, because she could not run a strong group of black men. They had to be a weak group of black men. She targeted intentionally the black red pill because she saw a desperate group of men with low self-esteem and very, very weak, and she worked the shit out of you dudes.
Whether it was from her infamous pedophile tweet or her song dedicated to the man Hitler himself. But today, we'll be discussing how Pearl is meeting a sad, painful, slow downfall through declining views, people from her own side attacking her, and her YouTube channel falling apart. So,
yeah, see, what happened is that she lost, welcome to the stage, Deontay. She lost a lot of black people when she had the Fuentes incident, I call it. But those dudes, to me, It's like, look, you should have just went ahead and stayed because you were going to be his lap dog too. So what's the big deal? You know? And they act like it because they don't, instead of these men competing against men like Fuentes, what do? They rather get online and disrespect their own women.
First, we'll go through a brief history of Pearl's most infamous moments. And there's a lot. Then we'll discuss her satisfying, well-deserved downfall. Pearl Davis was born and raised as a Roman Catholic. She grew up with 9 siblings. And okay, before we get started on all the pathetic, horrible things she said, I feel like it's only fair to mention the good things she's done. Okay, now let's get into the bad things. Pearl erupted into internet existence a few years ago, and she used YouTube Shorts to gain almost 2 million subscribers. She is a conservative, but not your average one. No, she's about as far right as you can get. Anti-feminist, anti-Jewish, anti-black, pro-slavery, etc. One of the first times.
Remember now, this woman that's speaking right now is not like she's, on our team or anything like that. She's just telling you what most of the white people in our community think. Most of the white people in the community, in their community, whether they be red pill or not, do not like this woman at all. They do not like her. There's nobody likes her. She didn't even get along with the people on her that she consorts with.
Pearl saw some major backlash was when she tweeted this banger. 16-year-old chicks are hotter than 26-year-olds. I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, look at that. Let me put it up on the screen. This is about as male identified as you can get. Not only male identified, where'd it go? But creepy male identified. Let me go back here. I'll just keep playing it. There we go. She said that. That's about as masculine as you can get. And that's the funny thing because, again, you will find a lot, not just the men, but also the women in the manosphere are very hypocritical. Very, very, very hypocritical. This is one example right here. 16-year-old chicks are hotter than 26-year-old chicks. That is just... Remember, she's not talking to kids. Probably the average age of the men in her, that go to her channel are probably about 30.
I mean, I don't understand why anyone would get offended by that. It's not like 16-year-old is it's not like she's sexualizing mine. I mean, do I really have to explain why this is wrong? She ended up deleting the tweet later, according to Insider. But you can't hide the evidence, Pearl. We all know what you think. And she was also featured on a Pier Morgan's Uncensored show because of her song about Hitler and Jews.
I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy.
She later claimed this song was just about free speech, but she's smirking in the video and she's trying so hard to gaslight everyone. She's like this one kid I babysit one time who knocked over her sister's magnet block tower, and when her sister started crying, she simply said, "It was the wind." We were inside. Pearl loves Twitter a lot. She loves gym photos, which of course aren't bad in itself. I love the gym. It's the first place I go in my free time, but she makes me ashamed to say that. Here's one tweet. "My sister is fat, so I text her motivation. Am I mean?" Then it's her messaging her sister, trying to shame her into going to the gym. What do you...
Pretty much, basically it's funny to me because she is very unattractive. And the ironic thing about it is this. Not only is she unattractive, well, I know one guy who likes her, but not only is she unattractive, but she has admitted that she's never really had a real relationship. So you could almost say that she's living that 304 life herself. That's crazy to me. And it's funny how judgmental these women are. And as you'll see, I have more lined up.
Loving family relationship. Pearl hates feminism, doesn't want women to vote, and as she says herself, women should only be moms, etc. Her entire argument is that the only purpose of women is to have kids. So I guess, Pearl, go take care of your non-existent kids or tend to your non-existent husband. In some ways, I pity Pearl. She desperately wants attention and validation from people like Andrew Tate, Sneeko, etc. that hate her and everything she's about her. She's a woman, she loves to speak her mind, she's not married, no kids, etc. Yet she sucks up to them constantly. Maybe we'll see a
And that's the thing. Is that most of these women that be dissing other black women, they don't have shit. Chantel Simone, nobody. Who else was on my list? DeeDee, well, I think she's still married, but she's miserable. So that, I mean, what good is that? She may ask me why. It's like, look at the way you look on screen. You look miserable. You look like you're just having a terrible time. So let's move forward, though. I got so many, going on here. Let's skip Danica tonight. Well, no, let's play it real quick. Here we go.
Y'all, when we get into this clip that I'm getting ready to share with you all, y'all are going to be probably very pissed off because unfortunately, there are a lot of women out there that are just like this woman that we're getting ready to display. Now, we will be breaking down a lot of bars, gems, and jewels and peeping a lot of game with this. So y'all go ahead.
Notice how masculine she talks. Bars, dim, and jewels and peeping a lot of game. This is how they all talk. Which is ironic because they are the same women that put down other women for speaking or being or behaving masculine. But you will find out tonight that these women are exactly the women they complain about. They are exactly the women. T-Mama in the house, good seeing you. I said what I said in the house. And Deontay on stage, Tevin in the chat. We're going to keep it going. Here we go.
Kick back, relax, like the video for me, share the video, and subscribe.
Okay, I like it.
Let me know.
I'm going to like the video. Here we go. There.
Have you ever been through something similar to this clip right here?
So what you gonna do with it or what? Like,
no, I'm not doing that, man. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
What you mean? Why would I want? I don't want to do that.
You just gave me reasons. Listen.
But listen, you gotta think about. We have history, right?
So it says on the bottom, it says, I told, let me, oh, and Kenya's in the house. Kenya's still here. All right. I told my girlfriend to block her ex, and she said this. And it's funny because he said girlfriend. That's the key word. That's not wife. Okay. A lot of these men over expect things. Meanwhile, they're out there hoeing it up.
And if I block him, he's gonna be like upset. He's gonna be worried and wonder where I've been at, what I've been doing.
Oh my gosh! Why the fuck are you worried about what he's gonna be worried about?
What you mean? That's my ex.
So what?
See, that's why she's keeping the communications open. You can see how this dude is acting. So he's already, being a simp. That's being a simp. That's being a simp right there, where you get over emotional about a young lady not blocking every other dude in her phone or an ex in this situation. You don't own her. You don't at all.
DJ,
even if you got married, you didn't own her.
Yeah, DJ, I just want to say just a little pushback. One, I don't really get too. I saw Danica a few years ago. She used to do a show with that lady, the Six, I think, and she was cool. But Danica's a thirst trap, though. Like Danica dresses in a certain way to attract men to her channel, mostly simp dudes. The other day, I saw on her YouTube, she was posting video pictures of her at a park or something, and she had this very visible camel toe with these tight shorts on, and she knew what she was showing off, and she still
Damn.
posted. So she knows what she's doing on that tip. But
Yeah, I mean, is she married or is she just been in a relationship with a boyfriend?
he married to the one guy. He like owned a gym or something. But I just got to say, for this particular video she's showing, um, the pushback I would say is, I do agree it is creepy if you ask your girl to just start blocking every man in the phone. But when it's your ex boyfriend and you feel like you got to keep him in the loop, you know what I'm saying, of what's going on with you continuously, then that is like a red flag for me if I'm a man. Like I'm not saying I gotta block
I
her.
mean, but see, that's not the problem. It can be a red flag, right? It can be a red flag. The problem I have, shout out to Femi from the chat in the house. The problem I have is that number one, I mean, it's like this. This is how it's going down. Who knows why her ex and her broke up? But they broke up. She ain't with him. She's in this dude's car right here. And the bottom line is this: is that he doesn't own her. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what her and her ex have going on or not going on. He's not the thing, and that's what a lot of men don't understand is that, and it gets dangerous to the point where, see, the thing is this: the only thing she's obligated to do is treat her man decent. That's it. Because the bottom line is this: is that especially these days with the modern thinking of men as well, to what is it? Cheat in peace. That shouldn't even be the key that a man should have is treating a woman so well she ain't thinking about her ex.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's what you can't make somebody not think about their ex. And if they're keeping them in the loop, they're going to keep them in the loop. That's just the way it is. Find somebody else. That's what you should do. What he should be doing is, if that's the case, he should not see the way that he raised his voice exposes a problem that she's going to run into later. Because if he's getting mad at just simply something like that, then that just means he sounds like he's going to be an abusive boyfriend anyway. So really right now, in my opinion, he checkmated himself. Don't get me wrong. People from time to time raise their voice, but the last thing you want to raise your voice about is something like this, is ownership. It's like Clay doesn't have to raise his voice. Clay don't have to tell his girl what to do, where to do, and who to block and all that kind of shit.
No, but I'm sure that
we know she ain't going nowhere. She is not going where. She's going home.
Megan is not going to be on the phone texting Tory Lanez and giggling about it, whatever they having a conversation about. Because I'm telling you, even if you don't agree with me, ask the ladies in the chat about this. Because I really want to know, if you have a man, a boyfriend or a husband, and he's constantly texting his ex, checking her Instagram, they messaging each other, and you like, well, what's going on? Oh, baby, I'm just chatting with my ex. You know how it goes. She just funny. Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that.
Right. You have every right to feel the way you want to feel.
Yeah,
you have every right to feel the way you want to feel. And you might express it to her like, hey, what's good? I mean, like, look, if you want to, be with dude, be with dude. That's how I would put it. The problem I have is that he raised his voice because it's bad for him and it's bad for her. Because you see what I'm saying?
I mean,
Let
me play it real quick.
And if I block him, he's gonna be like upset. He's gonna be worried and wonder where I've been at, what I've been doing.
Oh my gosh! Why the fuck are you worried about what he's gonna be worried about?
What you mean? That's my ex.
So what?
If it's my ex, why wouldn't
I wouldn't even go that far. See, that's the funny thing. These guys act like they're all in control and shit. He's not even in control of his own emotions. That's a problem. It's like
No, I'm not.
the cool thing to do is if she's after she gives you the excuse about trying to keep in touch and all that kind of shit. I'd be like, okay, cool, and then I just would.
Yeah, I'm bouncing.
She wouldn't be my girlfriend.
I let her know right there because I wouldn't do that to her. I wouldn't I would not feel comfortable just sitting back, just take like. And I'm sure once you hit a certain age, we have all dealt with people at some point who are still in love with their ex, right?
Well,
no matter how
right.
they.
I mean, the thing is this. I agree. Actually, we are in agreement as far as that's a concern and that's a red flag. That's not the problem. The problem is the way he's handling it.
Yeah, okay, but see, that's if this was the first time that this happened, then you got the shock factor. Like, damn, girl, you really
No, it
doing
doesn't
this?
matter. It doesn't matter. There should be no, what I'm saying is this. The way you feel is fine. The way he's handling it is wrong. Whether it's for his benefit or her benefit, it doesn't matter. He's not married to her. It might be different. Even still, I'm not myself not raising my voice because it's like, look, if you don't know what marriage is, you don't know what marriage is. The bottom line is this. He has no obligation to her really in this real modern life. Most men aren't even loyal to their women. So why is he even getting upset? He's probably been cheating on her anyway. So I know I'm making an assumption, but the bottom line is this, is that the bottom line is this, is that he don't own her. He needs to keep that in his mind. It's important for me to get this in everybody's head because we got a lot of young men out there who might see this. And the thing is that they're getting too over emotional about being in a relationship or having a girlfriend. That is not a big deal. The big deal is she loyal to you and are you loyal to her? Labels mean nothing, especially these days, especially these ways where men are just cheating on women, literally bragging about it, literally bragging on cheating on women. That's why I played the prior videos of Snoop Dogg cheating and academics cheating, Snoop Dogg married cheating. And he don't even think if it's a big deal. So why should this man think it's a big deal if this woman's just communicating with the dude? Now, if she was, let's go further. Let's go into it deeper. Let's say she was sleeping with this other guy still.
Yeah,
then it's done. Then the relationship's done, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then why raise your voice about it? Just say, are you still with the question? The question you should be asking her is this, because sometimes questions are better than raising your voice. The question is like, hey, are you still with dude? And let that sink in, because the key is that after you ask her that question, she's going to be like the audacity, and then she's going to go, wait a minute, that's when she's going to say, wait a minute, I have been like calling this my ex like he's my dude. You see what I'm saying? The best way to really communicate a situation like this is through reflection. Let her kind of sit on that, because you're asking a good question. It's like, look, are you and dude still hooked up or what? What's good? And you say it in a nice, cool, calm voice like that, then you get what you get back. You see what I'm saying? If you raise your voice, you've lost already. And a lot of men don't know that. They try to run their relationships with anger and with a lack of control, and you can't do that.
DJ, that is you are correct. Because like at first I was having a hard time trying to understand what you were saying at first, because it sounded like you were saying two different things. But when you said about raising your voice, you lose. As a man, you lose. You're correct. You have to be stoic. You know what I mean? You can't raise your voice. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even ask any questions. I'd be like, hey, this ain't gonna work. we're done, kind of thing.
That's
You know,
another option. That's definitely another option. I mean, the thing is this. My thing is this: is that that doesn't bother me. Quite honestly, I don't care if a woman is communicating with their exes. They might earnestly be good friends.
I mean,
they might have found out that they just are not cool as being close together, and they might be decent just as good friends. I ain't got no problem with that because I have the confidence that I'm cool enough for that woman. If it's not cool enough for that woman, there's a woman out there that'll appreciate me. That's the goal. That's the thing that everybody needs to think about.
Yeah, well, I mean, but DJ, now here's where I disagree with you. The only way I would say that would be acceptable would be if she has children with her ex. That's a different story. You know what I mean? It's
That
one
makes
thing
no difference to me.
It's a huge difference. It makes a huge difference.
It's all about how somebody feels about another person. In fact, if anything, I would have a nice, calm discussion with her, like, hey, maybe, maybe you should reconsider because it sounds like you really still like this guy. So what happened between you two? And through this discussion, whether number one is like this. Number one, you're gonna get your intel. You're gonna get whether they're still together. You're gonna get whether she really has feelings for them. You're gonna get the information. And this is how a constructive relationship works, is because if it comes out, she might find out through an epiphany or the discussion that either she clearly doesn't want to go back to dude or that she clearly wants to go back to dude.
Yeah,
That's the key.
She won't have that epiphany until until they're in bed together and then,
no.
Yeah.
No.
That's how that works.
No,
I'm sorry.
See, the problem is that's where you went. You're going the wrong way. You're already going in bed. It's not even about that.
It is. No.
Darnell, pause for 1 second, Darnell. Darnell, pause for 1 second. See, the fact of the matter is this, is that women, you can usually have sex as much as they want, anywhere they want, because men will desire them. And the young lady that's in the car with this dude right here will had no problem doing that. So sex shouldn't even be on there. That's not the problem. The problem is if she still has feelings for the guy. Okay, it's not the sex because, dude, look, Snoop Dogg be sleeping with skanks. He don't like them girls. He still does it. He still does it, right? So back to this young lady right here. The thing is this. It's what she's saying to me right now. If that's the case, she's obviously not done with the situation she was in. I'd let her chill on it. Hey, wherever they're going right now, let them go there. They go there.
I agree with that one.
Relax. You go, you have a good time. You drop her off as if you're just dating.
Ooh, not dating. That's the last time we see each other.
Well, it could be for you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, like I told you the story of my ex-fiance, right? After, she's married, then she wants to get back with me when she's pregnant. I mean, her and I would keep in touch every now and then. The thing is, when women do stuff like that, a lot of times they're just playing options. They're keeping the past guy on the back burner.
See, the problem you're having is and that's the problem. And you have a pattern of that too, Darnell, is that you instantly go to the worst scenario right off the get-go. I mean, you're already cheating on you. And I understand that might have been like shit you went through. Hold on 1 second. It might have been stuff you went through. I do not doubt it. But the problem, hold on 1 second here. Okay. The problem is that it's not your option. It's you can think what you want to, but it's not going to help you any.
No, it does help by making the right decision. Say, hey, you know
Okay,
what? This
okay,
ain't going to
let
work.
me ask you this.
Experience is the best
Let's go over that once again, and then I got to move forward because I'm trying to have a show too. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay, so it's like this, Darnell. If you're living in a world where you're hurt because of what somebody did in the past, which is one of the things you bring up a lot, you need to focus on getting that aspect resolved. And it's not just you. Let me make it clear, it's not just you. It's men in general. If you're worried about what somebody did, DID did to you,
it wasn't
then
me.
you need
I
to work
mean,
past that. You need to work past that.
DJ, I think you misunderstand. It wasn't me.
No, I didn't. I didn't. That's the fact. That's the situation. I didn't
hold
misunderstand.
on, let me. Yes, you did,
Wait,
and I'll
okay,
explain
we're gonna
why.
pause it because I need to move forward.
Well,
We've been on this for too long. I need to move forward.
You have
No,
to allow
Darnell,
me
I
to
need to move.
address this.
Darnell,
You have to allow me to
I need to
address
move
this.
forward. I need to move forward. This isn't about cheating. When we have a live stream about cheating, we can talk about that.
Can we?
Today
can I just get 15
we are talking
seconds?
about
15 seconds just to clean this one up.
What is the live stream about? The propaganda queens of the Manosphere. That's what we're talking about today.
Well, I mean, I understand
Unless
that,
this
DJ.
young lady in the picture here is a propaganda queen, that we're not talking about her all night. It's
Right,
not. We're not going to go on the side shoot, man.
I understand, DJ. I just want to clean up just one particular thing since this was kind of a personal thing here. I just want 15 seconds. That's it. Is that okay?
But go for it.
All right. So, like I said, I wasn't the one that was hurt. It was her husband that was hurt. That was it. Basically, she's trying to come back to me and she threatened him saying, if you don't get your crap together, I'm going back to my ex. I was the ex. I wasn't hurt in the thing. I just let her go. But that's why I based my opinion was on that experience. I'm like, the only reason a woman is talking to her ex is just in case things don't work out. She's got her fallback plan. I yield the rest of my time.
Okay, hold on one second. I think. Oh, my bad. Okay, I accidentally. How did I bring that? How did I bring that? Okay. I accidentally kicked somebody out, and I shouldn't have kicked them out. Okay. What did Heavy Bag say? Wait. Oh, wait. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, so yeah, I got the right person. Okay, so basically, let's move forward. Here we go.
And I'd be worried. Of course, I still care. Like, I mean, I don't care about him, but like, you get what I'm saying?
Are you okay?
Babe.
Listen, if you're not gonna block him, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. Why would you even responding to that message? That first of all,
babe, I just don't feel like I should. We're grown enough to not like. We don't have to block each other's exes. Like that's corny to me.
Listen. I never said that from the jump. You gave me a reason to make him want to get blocked.
Okay, I'm not going to block him though, even if you say it.
So you're texting him though.
I don't care. I'm not blocking him. I'm sorry, because I don't want him to be worried, trying to figure out where I've been at, what I've been at. Like I still want him to see. As a matter of fact, it's not even like that. I want him to see us. I want him to see how
now you want
I
him
got
to
me
see
a
us.
good nigga. I got me a
you want to lose a good
nigga that's way better than him. I'm not losing no nigga. First off, I'm not losing no nigga. So don't say that. Don't even wish that.
And see, here's the point I'm trying to make. She might be testing him, which is not great. But the key is the matter is this, is that he's losing it too quickly. You can feel the way you want to feel. However, It is what it is. If she's going to still talk to dude and you don't want her to still talk to dude, then you have the option of just not talking to her. He's not married to her.
Yeah, but DJ,
He doesn't trust her.
he actually did exactly what you were saying, though. He calmed that. He calmed back down.
Yes, he did.
He talked to her in a calm voice. She admitted too much right there. She want him to see the jealousy. When you start doing all that, I want my ex to see what I'm doing. You thinking about this dude too much. And he told her, well, you can't be with me then. If this is how it's going to be. Like that's it. And they just so happen to be recording this conversation, but they have to have the conversation. And this is it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I don't think
that's, another thing, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but another thing that scares me is he's recording this conversation while driving a car. He's in the driver's seat, right? So he's got to have one hand on the phone and one hand on the steering wheel, and then he's talking to her. What he needs to do is go to a coffee shop, pull to the side, go to a coffee shop and talk it out with her. And the thing is that's how it's going. That's how it should go down. Because doing it on the road like this, doing it on a phone like this, no.
Yeah, but I don't. Like I said, I agree with you. I don't get into recording private conversations, but a lot of people use it because they want to have receipts, evidence, and insurance in case lies start to come out. So
maybe it's because it's the new way people do shit. But all I know is this: is that if somebody's going to record me, during an argument or something or a disagreement, that's some weak ass shit. Now I can understand if they were being threatened, that's different. But she's not threatening him. We shouldn't even be privy to this conversation. So basically for him, they both are expressing red flags. Number one, it seems to me that he's more concerned about his image or social media than he is about being in a relationship. So basically to me, he wants a relationship with who's ever following him, because he's letting them know his personal business. At least she's not telling her ex their personal business. We hope, but what we do know is he's telling everybody else this woman's personal business. And you know what's messed up about it too? Is like maybe she has some people that aren't so keen to her. And he's like blasting her all over the internet, fucking up her privacy. That's dangerous. That's weak. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay.
I think I'll let it go. So you want to get in? So?
Not really. I just jumped in because I happened to be at home, but then I heard Darnell and I thought, well, somebody got to put him in check for a little bit. So I just come to keep you company.
Okay. Thank you. All right, here we go. So
tell you this right now, if you can't block him right now, I'm gonna have to go drop you off home.
I'm not blocking him. I'm not blocking him. Cool. I don't care. So I don't know what you about to do because I'm not blocking him. I don't care. I love you. And I don't love him anymore, and I'm not blocking him. Like, what's the point? What is it gonna
What is the point of you keeping him?
That doesn't mean he's not gonna still.
You want him to still text you and stuff and see your stuff for what?
I don't want him to text him, bro. Like, now you're about to get mad, bro.
I'm getting you mad.
Yes, because I never told you to block your ex. Like,
right? Because I'm not texting my fucking ex.
It don't matter.
I'm not responding to
okay,
her.
this is done. Their relationship is done. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
So basically, that's toast. Let me go on to the next one. I was going to talk about Danica, but the clip she had in there was more interesting than talking about her. Well, Well, we'll catch up to her in another time. But hey, we were engaged in the content. That's the key.
Yeah, hey, I saw somebody earlier in the chat had said something about Danica when I said her camel toe or whatever, and she said that that's something natural that happens to women, and I do understand that. Like, I understand that part. But what I'm talking about is when you don't purposely take a picture or video of that and show it off on social media.
Right.
If you happen to take a picture with your friends and they post it online, you catch it the next day, like, oh my gosh, I got a full blown thing going on down there. It happens. But when you post it, you know how people are when they post stuff online.
Right, but I mean, the thing is this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but basically the thing is this: is that she's a money making machine for their family. That's basically. I don't know if they have any kids or whatever, but let's just say he's just pimping her out. That's just the way it is. There's nothing she can say about it too. That's what he's doing, unless whether he's making money or not is irrelevant. And the fact of the matter is, he's the one who's obviously signed off on her wearing tight, dresses that are 2 or 3 sizes, smaller than they should be. And really that's really their business. The problem I have with her is not really what she wears. It's the fact of the matter of what she talks about.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like she is in that same kind of category like Melanie King is, where they really are selling a visual sexual aspect of themselves to a certain group of men while also catering to them, like over catering. Like this video she picked right here, I thought was a good one because it actually did make sense. But trust me, I've seen her put some stuff up. And I'm like, girl, now you just reaching. You know what I'm saying? Like you just trying to pull strings.
Yeah. And really, quite honestly, I'll be honest with you. She really is not I mean, she knows how to work her makeup and she's got a nice build, but she's really not. She ain't no who would be a good example? Megan Thee Stallion. And what I mean is visually, facially, Megan has outstanding features that makes her better looking, but she's just working what she got. I mean, that's just how I see it. But that's the unfortunate thing of when you're in the manosphere and you're working with a lot of incels or misogynists or Pookies and Ray Rays. That's par for the course, is to dress like this. Very few of them do really well unless they do that.
But the thing is, if you're a Black woman and you're catering to that crowd, you're your own enemy. No matter how much you dress it up, no matter how big of cups you buy at the surgeon or BBWs or makeup you get from Sephora or Ulta, it doesn't matter. You are the enemy. So you can't dress up that pig. If you enter that space, you're just setting yourself up for drama.
A good example is Cooking with Kaya. She was the red pill queen for a while. As soon as she told everybody about the problem she was having with her situation with another dude, they hated on her. You can't find her now. So
they don't want to hear from Black women. Black women are on the bottom rung. They don't want to hear from Black women. No matter what the Black woman says, she's still the Black woman. She's the problem. She's the source of all their failures and hurt and why they can't succeed. And they may not even know her, but because she is the Black woman, she is the center of all tragedy and illnesses in their lives. So it just doesn't matter. And these women are so blinded by the possibility of making a quick buck, they forget that validation online can't replace the peace offline. That's why they disappear.
Bars.
The baby mama is also supposed to be financially supporting the child. So what household or how much food the child is going to eat where it come up to 20K on just the daddy's part? So how much is the mommy contributing?
I got 6 kids.
Okay, 6 kids, 4 different baby mamas.
Yeah.
How'd you get away with only paying $900?
Drop some free game on y'all. If you are in business, it's better to have an asset lawyer and get asset protection. Also, you want to get an S corporation, not just the LLC, but a corporation, because the corporation.
So he's talking about, first, Chantel was talking about how child support is no good. And this man is showing you how he scams child support. What he's saying is that he's going to pay himself only $500 from his corporation, right? And then basically that means that he will only be keyed in on $500 a month. So he's only going to be a month or whatever. So these guys come up with all these scams. And I did something. I said, so let me put Chantel back on, Let me put her back up
This
here.
dude is
Hold on.
stupid, DJ, because he's giving away his game.
The baby
One of
mama
his baby
is also
mamas just
supposed
need
to be
this clip.
financially supporting the child.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I was just saying, this dude is stupid. He's giving away his whole game. He got 4 baby mamas. He only needs one of them to take this clip to a judge.
Absolutely. And you want to know something, Ghost? It happens all the time. It happens right now. I'll be watching those. I'm into those court videos, right? And a bunch of them, they have the guys in there saying, "Well, I only make this much and that much," and then you see it, and then the woman will show online him, "Yeah, look at all this money I got," and everything like that, and he's got like stacks of of money, and bragging about, "Oh yeah, I got this from this and that," and that it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You nailed it. Let me put Tev up here. So this is, Chantel Simone, and she's saying this about, why child support is a scam. And you want to know something? She's right. It is a scam because
it's a scam for the men.
Wait, let me finish. It's a scam. It's a scam. And I'll tell you why. $2,500 average a year. A year. That's how much men in our community pay for child support. Let me repeat that. $2,500, not thousand, $2,500 a year for child support.
And then when I was
the scam is that won't feed a pet.
See, when I was getting child support when I was younger, I would say my daddy would only see me like $67 a month or every 2 weeks. I don't even think that's half of $2,500.
Yeah. If anything, if a man sits down, takes a deep breath, and factors in how much babysitters cost, let's say he got everything he wanted, he got full custody and all of that, I guarantee you it's going to cost you a whole lot more than $2,500 a year to take care of your kid. And they don't think about it because they're thinking about control.
And then Chantel said the baby mom should be fighting. Well, oh shit, I forgot what she just said that quick. But the thing is, the baby mama shouldn't be spending all her money on the child and the dad not help.
Well, my point is this. My point is there are more scams getting out of paying what you should for child support than there are scams of women getting more for child support. I mean, $2,500 a year. We as men should be ashamed that we want to give our kids $2,500 a year of child support. That means we are straight broke down to the broke down. That's embarrassing. And
They're
here's
just
this woman
dodging
right here.
responsibility. That's all. Dodging responsibility. I mean, let's talk about that, because too many men act like child support is a punishment instead of what it really is, parenthood. See, when some men say that they don't want to pay, what they really mean is they don't want to be held accountable. They'll drop stacks at the club. They'll make it rain for strangers, but then they act broke when it's time to invest in their own bloodline. And the truth is, they don't really hate paying. They hate not being in control. They hate the fact that once the relationship ends, they can't dictate how the money is spent or how the household runs. So they tell themselves stories. She's spending it on herself. She's trapped me. I just buy what my kids need directly. But that's not logic. That's ego parading around as economics. And too many men treat fatherhood like it's optional once they're not in the home. And they forget that parenting doesn't end when the romance does. The baby still needs shoes, light, food, and a future.
Bars. So anyway, but basically that's the funny thing is here's Chantel Simone. She doesn't have any kids, at least we don't think she does. And she's on here, saying that child support is a scam. And it is, but it's just not in the scam that she thinks it is. These men ain't paying shit, Chantel. Sorry. So, I mean, it's funny. I guarantee you that if she had a child, right? And, she was, running up on hard times, I guarantee you she'd be looking for that child support.
Child. So what household or how much food the child is going to eat where it come up to 20K on just the daddy's part? So how much
she's already okay. She just told a blatant lie. 20K, I guess. You guys just saw what I said, right, about the $2,500 a year. So she's talking about 20K. I guess I assume she's exaggerating and trying to say that there's women that get 20K a month. Those are for the billionaires. That's the only people. And a fact, and if you type it in now, child support in our community is $2,500. She's 10 times too high. She's 10 times too high. And that's the one thing about a lot of these these female panderers is they basically don't have facts, are not really where they operate. They don't, just like the men, they don't operate in facts. Just like the men, and they got it from the men. Let me make it clear. They got this shit from the men where their numbers can be debunked in 2 seconds. Nah, it takes about 10 seconds to type.
is the mommy contributing?
I got 6 kids.
Okay, 6 kids, 4 different baby mamas.
Yeah.
How'd you get away with only paying?
He has 6 kids and 4 baby mama. I forgot his name, but he's the one who got
It's Bandman Kevo. He's a fucking idiot.
Yo, Bandman Kevo? Yeah. Idiot. BBL Kevo. Supposedly he got a BBL.
He got a BBL. Didn't he get like a height operation too?
He got a Batman suit job where they put abs, chest, pecs, shoulders, and biceps in it.
Yeah, he went to jail for fraud. So
yeah, he is scammer.
Oh. And so he's on here teaching young men how to scam the government. That's probably why he's in jail.
I don't know if he's
Free
teaching them
game
how
on
to.
y'all.
I was just gonna say I don't know if he's teaching them how to scam the government, but I do know he scams his members or support, whatever you call them. He has some kind of academy. He always has some kind of scheme. The last thing I saw, he had some kind of drop shipment scheme or something. He was peddling it on Fresh
basically, he's a scam artist giving advice out to men. That's just great.
Yeah, it's horrible.
If you are in business, it's better to have an asset lawyer and get asset protection. Also, you want to get an S corporation, not just the LLC, but a corporation, because the corporation separates you from your personal self. So if you get paid from your corporation, what that mean? You pay yourself. So let's say if a girl tell me that she gonna get all this money from me, and I say, you know what? I just want to make $500 a week. Judge, you need my check stubs? Right? How much is that a month? $2,000? Baby, oh, I got more kids too. I'm on child support. So, you know, you're going to get what you can too out of it. Do you want to go that route, baby girl?
See?
Yeah,
and just like Ghost was saying, it's about control. Shout out to Alex in the house. I said what I said in the house. The hood conservative in the house.
What he just said there was totally wrong. When he said you need a S corporation to separate yourself. No, an LLC does that. The LLC is its own entity. You know, think of the LLC as a person. You know, so let's say somebody tries to sue you or whatever have you, or sue the LLC. They can't take anything from you. They can't sue you personally.
Right.
If that makes sense.
But anybody with a lick of common sense will know he already told us he's a scammer. So what would make you think he's telling the truth? He already tells you he's running a scam to save money.
I didn't
He
hear
did.
him
He
say
said, this
he
is
was
what
running.
you take to court. He said, this is what you show you. This is how much money you make. And he'd already said he's hiding money, this, that, and the other. So he's running a scam. Why would you think he'd be telling the truth?
I never did. I even said he was a scammer.
There is no
Here we go.
accounting to how you use child support. If you pay me child support, you pay me $100, and that's supposed to be to support the child. First of all, that can go to a billion things. That go to the mortgage payment, that go to the power bill, that go to the water bill, buying a toy, dinner. I mean, the reason I say it's an accounting problem is because if you hand me $100 and then I go to the gas station, I buy some beer, and I use the $100, well, then I'm just using one of my other $100 for the stuff with the kids. So once the money becomes mine, I can use it how I see fit, because I don't actually have to be like, this $100 says for a child. Now I'm going to take that $100 bill and give it away, right? It's not like that. It's kind of crazy. It's a worksheet. Both parents fill out a worksheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and they write in their information. And then there is a formula with a little bit of discretion that the judge has, but the formula rules the day. One parent has more time than the other, and that person's obviously going to incur more costs for the most part. It's supposed to be a balancing act between what's fair. It's one of those times I don't care about losing followers. Like, if you are a parent listening to this who has not paid your child support, go get a job. Go support your kid.
All right, Joe.
So basically, yeah. So that's what the myths that these people put online are dangerous, because what's happening is now people like Chantel Simone and these guys and Kevo, whatever his name is, Kevo Big Shot, Big Scammer, whatever his name is. They're literally making men angry about paying something they should be happy to pay at, what did I say? $2,500 a whole year. Now, I don't know about you, but when I grew up, all I remember is that babysitters got about $100 a night. It might be up to $200 now. If you have a cousin or somebody, they might hook you up. And it's just $100 a night. Think about that. Think about doing that 4 times. Let's say you want to go out 4 times a month, just 4 times, maybe or 2 times. That alone is more than $2,400 a year just to get a babysitter. So these men are mad about nothing. But I wanted to bring on this man right here whose name is college football. because somebody else needs to tell everybody except for me about how Chantel operates, because it's very dangerous. She makes men very angry at women, and it's dangerous. That's the concern I have, is when other women are fighting for men to be more angry at women. That's the issue.
It's your boy Rome with the No Love for the Manosphere Media with another one. As y'all can see from the title, basically I'm saying that pick-me's are dangerous to Black women, and this is the first episode of a long series. Right now we have the biggest pick-me that's out there. Her name is Chantel Simone. I know plenty of you guys have heard of her. You know, she basically makes content. She's like another Jessica X, another Daniqua, basically a woman who doesn't hold any man possible, doesn't hold any man accountable possible.
Bars. Shout out to Queen Bee in the house. Hey, DJ, you're looking. I'm all right. Great. Hello to everyone in Wonderful Chat Network. It's so good hearing from you. It is so good hearing from you. Anyway, let me keep it going. Here we go.
And she throws Black women under the bus. And this is coming from a Black
Twice.
woman. And to be honest with you, it's a shame, you know, when you willing to throw your sisters out of the you can throw your sisters under the bus for basically profit. You know, you're making killing these dudes who hurt Black women, these dudes who are incels. They are donating to you, and since they are doing
That's
that,
exactly what I'm talking about. Incels have a bad temper. Most incels are one of the reasons why they're incels is because they can't control their temper. And they cannot, what is the word I'm looking for? Regulate they cannot regulate their decision making or their temper. So what happens is they start pushing people away, and including women. She makes being an incel okay. That's the issue.
you feel like that's okay. But see, the problem is you eventually become a victim to what you talk about. See, there's a reason. Excuse me, guys. There's a reason why Black women actually say these things that they're dealing with, because it's the truth. A lot of Black women are murdered. A lot of Black women are getting abused. A lot of Black women are getting done bad. A lot of Black women are paying all the bills in their household. There's a reason for that. So when you come out and say, hey, it's not your fault, Black men, it's these women's fault. You know, you're not helping anybody. All you're doing is coddling these grown ass men, and you're making the lives worse for them. Actually, you're actually making it worse, and you're making it seem like it's okay to abuse Black women. It's okay to treat Black women like shit. And what ends up happens is that it leaks out to the streets. A lot of these guys feel like it's okay to beat Black women. It's okay to hurt Black women and put Black women in a bad spot because of women like Chantel Simone. She thinks it's okay, so dudes are going to think it's okay as well, because they see, hey, if a Black woman is okay with this type of treatment, then let me go ahead and still abuse.
Right. What's going on is that Chantel Simone is representing Black women, and she's representing them in a way that she's saying that signing off on violence. And she's done that before. There was one video that was actually very appalling where she was talking about that women should get hit with the brick to act right. I don't know if you remember it, but I remember doing a reaction to it. And It was quite disgusting. She was basically saying that a woman who doesn't act right deserves getting a brick to the face. And I can say that because it's a fact. She did say that. In fact, I'll bring it up later. Maybe not tonight, but I will bring it up. Queen Bee says this. Yes, the femicide rates and the shift in the behavior shifts from the lower testosterone amounts they have now. This is the huge problem. It is. And let me show you a sad example of what we're talking about. Where is it?
In the US, 4 Black women and girls are killed every day. You actually heard me right there. I said every day. We're only 3 days into the new year, and these are the faces of Black women we've already lost to homicide in 2022. This is obviously a crisis, but oftentimes it doesn't get the attention it deserves, which is where my next guest comes in. She's a nurse, a mom to 4 daughters, and in her free time, she's tracking violence and murders against Black women and girls in America. Rosalind Page, founder of Black Femicide US, joins me now. What does the term Black femicide mean for folks who have never heard it before?
Black femicide specifically means the murder of a Black woman or girl.
So in terms of Black femicide in the United States, why is it that murder is happening so frequently? I mean, every single day this is happening. So why is it happening so frequently to Black women and girls specifically?
There is a lot of crime that goes on within our communities, and crime has risen, especially during the pandemic. Crime has risen, but like many things within our community, people just don't acknowledge it.
Let me pause that for 1 minute. Let me play this. So Chestarday lied and basically made this video saying that over 99% of Black men will not commit violent crime. That's can't be true. That mathematically it's impossible. Every 5 hours, a Black man kills a Black woman. False. Well, you just heard somebody who's a lot more reputable than Ches Charday tell you that 4 women get killed, but it may be as high as 6 because Queen Bee says it's as high as 6. If you multiply that, there's not 30 hours in a day, so it's more. And see, this is what we were just talking about. Black women signing off on Black men's violence. This is a problem. Now, if they want to, get into a debate about how white men are violent too, or this person or that race is violent too, that's fine. You can get into. But the thing is this is to downplay the amount of violence that Black women have to put up with is disgusting. The fact that it's coming from other Black women, it makes it really, really horrible. So just Tarday, I'm sorry, young lady. This is disgusting. I think you need to do some more research.
She just picked me. It's just, I mean, make no mistake, it's just pick me performance. A performance the internet rewards and men reinforce because they already don't value women's voices. So the fastest way to get heard is to just echo what the men already want to hear. So in the pick me economy, she's playing the role of the exception. I'm not like other women. And for a while, it might work. And you get the interviews and the sponsorships and the invitations to sit at tables that's built on double standards. But when the applause fade and the truth shows, the same men who elevated her will be the first ones to tear her down the moment she steps out of line.
Bars. Bars. And so since we're on Ches, let's go ahead and play this one.
If something goes
Hey,
awry,
DJ.
if something goes wrong in a household, in a family, and there's a man there, the first thing they're going to do is be like, where was the man? Where was the husband? Where was the father? So I'm saying that because instinctively, we know men and women don't have the same function. When they operate together in a union, they do not have the same function.
Wait, and here's the problem I have with what she's saying here. First, especially in our community, women have to have the same function because the man's not there at all. So why is she even bringing this up? If 70% of women in our community have to have the same function, which is to be both the father and mother, then why is what she's saying even relevant in the first place? It makes no sense. And it's clear what she's trying to do is remove the blame completely from men. That's crazy to me. That's just see, and it's this unrealistic view these men are going to take off of here. Because it's not like these men that are in the manosphere don't have the best decision-making skills as it is, because that's why they're single. So for her to say this is ridiculous. Let me play one more, and then we'll go over it.
Hey, DJ, before you play that video, can I say something? Chime in
Sure.
real quick. I just wanted to revisit that stat the lady said in the video where she said 4 Black women are unalived in a day. This is according to the Violence Policy Center. It's actually worse than that. In 2023, there were 1,812 Black female homicide victims in the United States. And again, this is according to Violence Policy Center. So I took that number, divided it by 365 days in a year. That comes out to be 4.96.
Wow.
So
yeah.
So that's actually 5
Worse.
Black women. Yeah, 5 Black women a day were murdered in 2023.
That's just terrible. And these women are on here just like I don't know what to say.
And a black woman or a girl is about 3 times as likely to get unalived as her white counterpart.
Those are terrible numbers. Accurate, but terrible.
And women like her,
This is not
are
for
signing
you.
themselves up to be
Okay,
first
go ahead.
victims.
Go ahead.
I said women like her are signing themselves up to be first victim because they're in the public eye. So as soon as that money dry up and the algorithms move on, those same men, the same followers, the same system she defended will leave her right where she left everyone else who forgets their worth. She's going to be unprotected, unheard, and easily replaced.
Boom. Boom.
White men love is not a TikTok trend. It's a commitment.
Because where was all that energy 10, 15 years ago when I was middle school, crushing over the boy with the beaver?
Back on Ches again. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know what she has against Black women, checking out their options, even though her counterparts, the men that go to her channel, do it twice as much, but let's go check it out. Here we go.
Africa and rode on a skateboard and Ethan. Okay, Will, Ian. You know, I'm just saying, it's getting a little ridiculous right now.
You know what? She said something that I have been mentioning now for a few years. And that is that a lot of these women don't really love white men. It's not that Black women inherently love white men for their whiteness, for their political views, for their values. It's not that. It's just that a lot of them are just looking for paychecks. They're looking to get paid. They're looking for what they believe to be a better lifestyle, higher value, more money. Even if you look at like the voting rights, I mean, Black women and white men couldn't be more politically misaligned. Just look at the voting pattern. So I agree with her just based upon that alone. I think a lot of the stuff that we be seeing online, some of it is just money. Like people get money from promoting.
So sadly enough, she's wrong. It's not just the Black women that are usually getting married to Black men these
And then
days.
again, most Black women don't even.
Wait,
It's
but
a small.
let me finish what I was saying. Most Black women that are getting married to Black men these days are Black women that already have their own money. The advantage that Black women have in many instances when they do marry out, okay, is that they don't lose money. Technically, look, I'm sorry, fellas, but in most cases, when a Black woman marries a Black man, there's a loss, not a gain in value. So basically, that's one thing. The second thing is basically we as men are not offering Black women anything more than any other race of men or any other option. I wish we were. We should. We have that capability, but we are not. That's the problem. Okay, go ahead, Tef.
She mentioned how a lot of these Black women don't like white men. That could be true, but it's the same for Black men that date out. We all know those men date out because they hate Black women, and come to find out they hate all women in general. And Black men think it's a flex scenario. They try to use that flex, use them dating out as a flex. And we all know in a lot of cases it really ain't the flex we think it is. Because you remember that little clip in that Cynthia G video where the white woman and the Black man was in the car, and the white woman said dating a Black man is not a badge of honor if you're white.
Right.
And we all see when white women date Black men, they get disowned and talked down on by men of their own community as well.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's ironic. And the funny thing and the ironic thing about her bringing this clip up is in right behind that, same person, same Chest Charday, she spins this.
You look like you only date white women. This is like, I'm laughing because this is so accurate. And I will say, as a Black woman, like we will absolutely judge a dude. I hate to say it, but admit it, but like absolutely judge a dude without even really knowing him, like without even fully talking to him. Like it's very common to make assumptions based upon a few things. How's the hair looking? How's the hairline? What is the hairstyle? That already is like, it's giving he's with a white girl. That can be a thing. How's the hair looking? How's the hairline? What is the hairstyle? That already is like, it's giving he's with a white girl. That can be a thing. Outfit. It's just something about the outfit. Again, I'm not saying this is right or logical. I'm just trying to explain to you how Black women would.
This is for the funny thing. So when black men get with white women, Chest Charday ain't got no problem with that. She's fine with it. She knows a lot of the men that in her group do that because they hate Black women. They come to her to hate Black women, including her, but she's telling them what they want to hear, so it's okay. So basically, though, if a Black woman dates out, even though they do it half as much as Black men, now she's got a problem with it. Her hypocrisy is really amazing to me. But it's It's really the matrix that she's in. I went over that. Oh, here's a perfect one. Okay.
The bottom line is
I don't like black women.
You
I'm
don't.
with one. Wait, well,
You
okay, wait,
don't.
hold on. Okay, wait. Okay, I agree with you, but I'm with one. I said you don't like
Doesn't mean
diets.
you like her.
No, hold on. I agree. And I said you don't like diets.
And what's
Which
your
one of us
point?
looks like we're
But
telling
see,
the
that's
truth?
problem.
Let me pause that right there. Tommy is fat. He's on here shaming a woman for being fat. I'm too mad to even talk about this. Ghost, you want to say something? Wait, your mic's muted. Oh, she's on the phone. This is what's killing me. This is another hypocrisy that I've seen in the manosphere, where men that are either undesirable, ugly, overweight, whatever, look, calling women undesirable, overweight, ugly. That's number one. Number two, old Tommy is not really a high quality person. But DeeDee, we're here for DeeDee. We're here for DeeDee. Let me get off of Tommy for a minute. DeeDee is using him as an excuse to diss a black woman. Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's using Tommy, the male porn star, corn, to diss a black woman. That's amazing to me.
Y'all come on these panels and you want to.
She even go to gung gung, which means like bars for her. So she loves Tommy so much. Here's another one.
I want y'all brothers to know that it's okay for a white boy to be a herd. It's okay for a white boy to be a lame. It's okay for a white boy not have swag and not have confidence. They'll talk to him, but they'll tell you you need to have confidence. You know what they mean? They mean in World War II confidence. They mean motherfucking Vietnam POW war. You know, you got to go through a bunch of shit to get to a black.
So DeeDee loves herself some OnlyFans. Man, let me show you the dark side of the OnlyFans man. She promotes on YouTube.
Fam. Now this other dude named CD Furry has made a video saying YouTuber takes shower with 8-year-old daughter. Let's move on, because I'm not going to sit and keep talking about it. No, don't ask where's the video. We don't need to, I'm not going to send y'all to seeing this.
Black people in America are some of the most cool people you will ever find, especially towards each other.
Way to go, DeeDee. This is who you down with.
I'm living proof, and I continue to make these videos to show you guys.
DeeDee, there's your corn star for you, DeeDee. DeeDee, look at him, DeeDee. This is who you promoting. This is who you're promoting. This is who you are throwing at black women to disrespect them.
Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be afraid of them or you shouldn't whatever. That's a lie. I'm black, and as they tell you, as black as they come. And I'm more afraid of them than probably the average white person.
This is why I wish there was a black hole.
And then I
Play this
heard,
back. I wish there was a black.
I heard Tommy Sotomayor is a tether. He ain't even from America.
Yeah. That doesn't stop him. So he came over here through the votes of black women to diss black women. Chantel did the same thing. I love different cultures of people. I really do.
And the crazy part about
If they're just
Chantel,
going to get on a plane, come over here and disrespect our women, I got a problem with that.
isn't Chantel a Telda too?
Yeah, she's from somewhere in the Caribbean.
I just wish they rounded up the majority of black folks, put their motherfucking ass in the
Black people talking about you. He's talking about you. You, DeeDee. DeeDee, he's talking about you, though you promoted him.
People are disgusting. Black people are the worst people on the planet.
I hope more white people start blasting black folks as many as they damn possibly can. Because niggas ain't shit. The black race is the roaches of humanity.
That nigga want it to go back to a time where white people start killing us in droves again.
Basically.
And the way this damn Trump administration going, things can't be more fucked up than that.
And now check this out.
Where's that movie?
Y'all hear how
Where's
great
that movie?
Okay. It turns out
for blacks and he's against niggers. But if you listen carefully, Tommy uses the word black and niggers interchangeably. The funny thing is, most of the white racists that share his videos refer to him as a some even refer to him as a buck.
I don't go.
This is you signed up with DeeDee. You want to use Tommy to diss black women? You have to take Tommy. He don't even like you. He don't even like you.
Go through any place where it's predominantly white and honestly think, I gotta watch my back. No matter where it is in the United States, you see a bunch of niggas, you gotta watch your back. You go down to New Orleans, if it's a bunch of white people on the street, you never feel like, I might get robbed. If it's a bunch of niggas on the street, you know you gonna get robbed, but you know somebody gonna get robbed, and you know somebody gonna get and you know a fight gonna break out in that bitch.
Tommy has made a career off of degrading black women and pandering to racist whites by spreading their talking points. Most of us are familiar with Tommy's Fatherless America movie scam, in which started around 2013 and to date has raised over $100,000. But what most people are not aware of is that multiple times he has admitted to using the money to pay child support. But more importantly, he has admitted to being a scammer.
So basically we have what you would have thought she was squeaky clean DeeDee, whose channel is built off of disrespecting black women, supporting and exhorting Tommy Sotomayor, who clearly makes it clear as can be, he's a scammer. Makes sense to me.
Tommy is one of the worst. He's the definition of the bottom of the barrel in the basement house nigga. Like he's beyond that. He's like I can't believe that DeeDee even messed with this dude because he nitpicks and finds if he found a good black woman and he couldn't find one thing wrong with her to say negative, he would just nitpick and find something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he has to always be right in the these women ain't shit type deal. But you know, he don't discriminate because he don't like the only black men that he likes is the ones that agree with him. That basically just want to be all white. You know, and it's funny like how this dude is even still getting traction out here. I think people watch him for the same reason they still watch like Charleston White and stuff. They just do it for the entertainment because they can't believe this dude is serious enough to be saying the stuff that he's saying. Nobody, you can't take him serious. I mean, don't he have a daughter or something? Like,
Yeah.
what did he think about his own daughter?
I
Like, you know,
he might have more than one because he actually got an adult son, and I don't know if he got another grown daughter, but his daughter is grown now. But I know she should feel some type of way. I'm pretty sure she's seen she's seen out of his content like that.
yeah, because he's definitely the worst one. I would never, even if for some reason he said something I 100% agree with, I would never use that as an example because it's coming from him. That's why I'm looking at DeeDee like, damn, girl, like, and she's got an annoying channel as well, like, you know, just a bunch of nonsense that she's digging up. I mean, I understand that's how they roll with certain channels. You know, you only look at one side or whatever, because but it's just when you go too far with it, you know, when
Right.
you start basically assuming and making stuff up and going with blatant lies, that's when we got this problem.
Right. Let's play some more Tommy. Here we go.
However, to his fans, who were mostly mindless drones, whenever he admits to being a scammer or misallocating money, oh, he's just frustrated. He's being sarcastic. He would never admit to something like that. But to intelligent people, we know a scam when we see one, and we know when we've caught a criminal red-handed.
Tommy, I've been dying for a Fatherless America to drop. We need it more than ever now. Do you have an updated release date?
Yeah, it should be next month. I don't know exactly because I'm tired of giving y'all dates and it don't come out. So when it come
He sounds just like Umar.
out, when it come out.
Now that's black.
That's right. It might not ever come out. I know what.
That's
I took the money and ran.
Andy, Anna, mom in the house. Why is it knowledge in the house? Here we go.
Tariq that came out with hidden colors, in living colors, hidden colors 1, 2, 3, 4, and he about to make a 5. Nigga, where your father?
Wait a minute. I thought you just said I shouldn't be
Where
comparing
that
my
video at? Where that video? Where that 14-minute video? Fatherless America. They don't give you all. They don't give you all that goddamn money. Where that video at, Tommy?
You heard the word you just said? You said they.
I mean, I don't know what it is. What does it take for these men to realize when they're being scammed? I don't get it. It's like, and it's Umar too. I'm not going to just say it's Tommy. It's Umar too. They're literally saying, yes, I'm scamming you. Give me more money. And
I don't care how you feel about it, honey.
Tommy,
huh?
I donated to the Fatherless America. Thank you for scamming me.
I
donated.
I'm getting my scam
Well,
on.
just to let you know, it's not gonna.
And I
it's
bought a
not gonna be
t-shirt too.
produced.
I bought
It's
a
not gonna
t-shirt.
come out.
From Sotomayor.com.
Tommy,
Thank you
where
for
is
scamming
it?
me.
Where's the movie at, mother? Where's that movie?
Y'all hear how
Where's
great
that movie, Tommy?
where's the movie? Where's the school?
Where is the motherfucking movie? No, you trying to talk over me. You trying to say something. Where is
Okay, so I guess let me stop right there because my point is this, is that this is a man that DeeDee endorses. This is, I think everyone can agree, even in a lot of red pill people can agree, this man is messy. He's messy. I'm being nice saying messy. And I don't mean the soccer player either. So the thing is that if he's messy and DeeDee is endorsing him, why should anybody even listen to DeeDee when she literally used him as a weapon against black women? Like, what does a corn star scammer have to say to some women that are not corn stars and not scammers? I mean, at least in life, I was taught that if you're a corn star, which is fine, or a scammer, then really you wouldn't be seen as giving out good advice because those are two things that people just don't look up to. but he's been a major player in this in the in the red pill. DeeDee supporting him, throwing him at like black women, waiting for him to disrespect the next one. It's crazy to me. Let me see if I can bring DeeDee back. DeeDee, where you at, DeeDee?
You know, DJ, it's an audience for everybody, though. So, and what I mean by that is there are men out here who listen to these women, just like they listen to the men in their red pill, and they just hate black women so much, or dislike them, or was hurt by them, whatever, that they don't care if a black woman can come on there and say, hey, tomorrow morning the sun's going to rise, and then at night it's going to set and the moon's going to come out, which everybody knows this. They don't care. A black woman can say 1 + 1 = 2, and they'd be like, nah, it's 7. They just don't care. Just like there's channels out there, like the Cynthia G, for example, she got some valid things to say about black men, but for the most part, most of her audience are either, like I said, they were either hurt or just hate black men so much that they'll agree with anything that she's saying. Like, even if she said, if a black man came on Cynthia G's channel and said 2 + 2 = 4, they'd be like, no, it's not, it's 12. You just wrong. Just to be angry at them. That's how each of these people get. Tommy Sotomayor the same way. So that's where they get their audience from. But it really is about who got the most loyal audience, and I believe it's Umar. I believe Dr. Umar got the most loyal audience of all these people because he done got caught doing so much bullshit and they still giving him money. It's crazy.
True.
Black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm gonna cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wait, let me see. Exactly that. I mean, the thing is this. He's wrong, first of all. That makes no sense whatsoever because there's no way if you're a man, all you can do is pay the $200 light bill per month. Jobs don't pay that little. They just don't. So if you have a job, you're going to bring home minimum going, let's say you just a barista over at Starbucks. You're going to make $15 an hour. You're bringing home $2,500 or $3,000 a month. The scary part about this is he's literally, I don't know why I threw him in with the women, but I did. He's literally trying to talk women into accepting Pookie. And I don't know. Ghost, you got anything, Okay, you're slipping out. Okay. Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate you watching things. Okay. But
I'll catch y'all next week.
Okay. But then we get to this.
when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver?
So she really, quite honestly, Emily brought up some good points. The point is, a lot of men aren't making that much. They're not worth anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're worth something. They're just not worth enough to be in a relationship. They're not making enough money. And the first thing Ayanna said is, would you date a bus driver? To a millionaire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, DJ. Also, that's a different conversation because Ebony Williams is a millionaire. Like the average black woman and the average black man are pretty much on par with each other financially. Now, if you're talking about the upper class financial class of women who are making, high five figures, like 80,000 or more, six figures and up, then yeah, then I understand that conversation. They would, they make enough money to where they want somebody to be at their level because they don't want to feel like they're taking care of a man. But the majority of us are not going to have this type of issue. Like the average black woman is making however much she makes, the average black man is making his. I mean, I don't understand, like this whole 50-50 thing, that's really an argument with people who making six figures and more. Like that's the deal.
Right.
Because the economy is too jacked up. You can't tell me it's a woman out there making 40-50,000 a year, and she with a man making 40-50,000 a year, and they both up here talking about I don't want to do 50-50. Man, pay y'all bills together and live y'all life together. But like when you talk about like Ebony K, oh of course, somebody like her or Kendra G, all these other single black women who are making millions of dollars or at least high six figures, yeah, it's hard for them to find a guy on that level because the guys usually on their level are, dating, they don't really care about the money a woman is making for the most part. So that's a different argument that she's having. But I agree with her though, like, just only at her level though. I don't agree that a regular regular woman, an average woman working an average job, making an average salary should not be up here talking about some, I'm not going to date a bus driver when it's guys out here who driving a bus who can make 65,000 a year depending on what city they live in.
Right. Now, here's the funny part. Ayanna has not had the best relationships in the world. The last thing she needs to be doing, in fact, what she just brought up to Ebony is quite honestly one of the most hypocritical things that could come out of her mouth. And the reason why is this. She, back in the day, complained to Oprah about how her husband was do nothing, nobody, broke. She paid all the bills and everything when she was on Oprah. So basically, if anything, she should be agreeing with Ebony is saying. But now she's promoting a situation and a problem that has never worked. Usually women that make more than men, especially in our community, it never turns out right. It never works out. It just never has.
No, I agree with you. And you know what? When this clip first went viral a few years ago, I was one of those guys who said, "Oh, Ebony K, she just being an asshole, being whatever." But the more I looked at it, I was like, you know what? You can't. Why would you ask a millionaire female who's built herself up to this level if she would date a man that's driving a bus.
Right.
And I only say that because you wouldn't ask a man who built himself up to a multi-million-dollar level if he would date like a 400-pound woman with 5 kids. I mean, I know it sounds terrible to say it like that, but it's the truth. Hell no, he's not gonna date a woman like that. Just like she's not gonna date a dude that's driving a bus. Like she said, if he owned the bus, maybe. But I'm at a higher level than that. So that's what I think. I think one of the biggest problems in our community right now is that the average black person, man and woman, are trying to align ourselves with the same lifestyle and conversation as the rich black women and men in this country, and we don't belong there. We not there.
Right.
And we up here faking ourselves. Like, I mean, I'm talking about, I know women on Section 8 talking about some they not gonna date a dude that's a bus driver. And I know men that's living in their best friend's basement talking about some they don't want to date no woman with a PhD. Like, dude, Trent, you ain't gonna never be around no woman with a PhD. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta worry about it. You know, so it's like it done took us out of control. But yeah, after I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I don't really get into Ebony K that much like that. But I do agree with her. Like, no, I done built myself up to be a successful millionaire woman out here. I'm not about to date a guy that's driving a bus, and you're not about to make me feel bad about it. So I agree with that.
Bars. All right, guys. Any last words for the night?
I do want to, since I was just last talking, I'm sorry, DJ. I will say something about Pearly thing because I wanted to just mention that real quick.
I'll put her on the screen. Hold on. Let me put her on the screen so we know everybody knows who we talking about.
Yeah. That girl's a hypocrite.
You know, I grew up in a family business.
Okay, go ahead.
Just like she was about to say, it's funny how I've seen a few episodes of her before where she don't mind getting in your personal business. This is something that Umar does too, but let me stick with Pearly thing. She don't mind getting in your personal business, talking about your baby daddies and all your problems. But as soon as somebody asks her about if she got a boyfriend, like when she was on the Peep show with Anton Daniels and them, she gonna say, "Well, I don't talk about my personal life on YouTube." Hold on, but you up here breaking everybody else's personal life down.
Right.
And then when she talking to Nick Fuentes and she talking about some, yeah, my dad was running the company, he was the man. And Nick was like, dude, didn't your mom the president? And she was like, oh, were you researching my family? Like she was saying she was some kind of coup for doing that. Like he probably was thinking like, yeah, like what are you talking about? Like you coming on here critiquing everybody, you know, like from A to Z, every little fiber of their hair you combing through. But if I ask you a very general, you know, question like, wasn't your mom the president? Like she gets offended by it. Like that was her issue, man. But she always wanted to. She was always for. How should I say this? Like, I believe Pearl was always racist. She was always she always wanted to be in that white man space. She took over the red pills black man space. I believe it was an accident. She just happened to walk into it and she ran with it. I can't blame her for that. But at the same time, this is where she really wanted to be though. She really wanted to be locked in with all of these white supremacists and everything like that, because that's what she's really into.
Right.
But Pearl, it's funny as much as she's a real pick me. You know how I feel about that pick me shit.
Yeah.
But she's a real pick me. And it's funny that as much as she's trying to get to like pander to men, she'll never get the type of dude that she really wants. Because ain't nobody attracted to that nasty looking shit. I mean, I'm not just saying that.
You should hear how the red pill men talk about her. It's not very nice.
And then the crazy
something
thing
that
is,
she does that just turns off most non-black people. They do not like her. I don't know. I know a little bit because I've grown up with girls like her, and they're just repulsive in a way that nobody likes them. And
They,
she,
her the non-black people don't like her because she pandered to black men. And then the main thing, she talk all that shit about black women. She ain't even attending her own community.
oh, she's not even close.
And I'm finna get to the part she said 16-year-olds are more attractive. What is it? 36-year-olds or 26-year-olds, she said.
It don't matter. The fact that she said a 16-year-old is more attractive than an adult woman. Who
So
are you talking
basically,
to?
I'm finna say it like this. She basically saying a 16-year-old is more attractive than all three: Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, and even Margot Robbie. And those are three Caucasian women who in the industry who three desirable Caucasian women. So she basically saying 16-year-olds are more attractive than all of them.
I think what she's doing is she's catering to all the creeps in her subscribers, because they are into that. They are into young little girls, just like all red pill men are. If you've noticed, you've never really heard most of the red pill men will say something like, "Oh yeah, I like young girls," or something
And
like
I
that.
said what I said is correct here. Actually, she was with a black man. I think he left her.
Yeah, he did. He dumped her.
I forgot what that guy name is.
Yeah, he was famous on TikTok or something. But yeah, basically that's it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to hit the beat. I'd like to thank everybody out in the chat for chatting it up. Let me get the shout outs out of the way. So let me kick this in right about now.
And friends, it's about to go down, baby. Yeah. Round and around and around. Yeah.
All right, shout out. It was really good seeing some day ones up in here tonight. Talking about Indiana Mom. Why is secret knowledge? I said what I said is here too. Ghost in the house. Okay, I'm in that ghost again.
Pull up a chair, the family's here.
The song is by Ghost.
Oh. And friends, it's about to go down.
Shout out to Alexander and the Hood Conservative. Give me from the channel. Evan was on stage. Arnell was on stage. Deontay was on stage.
And friends, it's about to go.
Down. Kenya in the house. Team Mama. I'd like to thank everyone who shot through. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out I Said What I Said's channel, Ghost channel, Indiana Mom's channel, Alexander's channel, even check out her conservative. I think I'll debate him so soon. Pick them apart. You know how it goes. Timmy. All right, everybody. I want you to have a great Saturday night. See you on the next one.